Listen carefully, because what you're about to hear could change everything. This moment, this second, is the one that will define the rest of your life. The decisions you make now will echo throughout the future, shaping the person you become and the life you live. How many times have you said you'll do it tomorrow? How many times have you promised yourself that you'll start on Monday, that you'll begin next month, that everything will change in the near future? How many times have you convinced yourself that the perfect time is just around the corner, only to watch another day, another week, another year slip away? The truth is, that promise you make to yourself every single day is the same one dragging you into the abyss of regret. It's the perfect excuse to do nothing today, to let time slip by, to hide behind a false sense of security. It gives you the illusion of progress without any of the action. But let me make one thing clear. Today is the day. This is the only day that matters. The only day you can make the decision that will change your life forever. And if you don't do it, if you don't act now, then you will never do it. The perfect time will never arrive. There will always be something else, another excuse, another reason to wait. But the truth is, if you don't take action right now, you are condemning yourself to a lifetime of missed opportunities and unfulfilled dreams. Tomorrow never comes. Do you know that? The future always becomes the present, and the present always becomes the past. Time doesn't wait for you. It shows no mercy, and it will never turn back. Every second you let slip away, every opportunity you don't seize, is one more step toward the life you never dreamed of having. The future you desire, the success you long for, it all depends on what you do now. You don't get to the future by standing still, waiting for things to change. You get there by taking the first step today. So, what are you waiting for? Why aren't you taking action? Are you waiting for someone to come and save you? Are you sitting around hoping that life will hand you the things you want, just because you've wished for them with all your heart? Do you honestly believe that dreams come true through wishing alone? That's the biggest lie you can tell yourself. No one is going to do the work for you. No one is coming to rescue you. No one is going to give you the life you want. You are the only one responsible for your failures and your victories. Every time you tell yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow," every time you procrastinate, every time you let fear control you, every time you hesitate or doubt yourself, you are making the decision to fail. You are choosing to remain stuck in the same place. You are deciding that your dreams aren't worth the effort. But here's the thing. Time does not forgive. Look at the life you have right now. Is it the life you truly wanted? Is it the life of your dreams? If it isn't, then you have to take responsibility for it. No one else has held you back. It wasn't the system. It wasn't your family. It wasn't fate or bad luck. It was you. You've chosen every day to stay where you are. You've chosen to stay comfortable in the familiar, to avoid the hard work, the sacrifice, the discomfort that comes with change. And now you find yourself stuck in a routine that takes you nowhere. The truth is, you are the architect of your own circumstances. If you don't like where you are, only you have the power to change it. If you don't change now, if you don't make a definitive decision to take that step toward what you really want, then you never will. It won't get easier. The road will get harder, the obstacles will grow bigger, and the longer you wait, the more regrets you'll collect along the way. When you finally look back, all you'll see is regret. The feeling that life passed you by and you never had the courage to catch up with it. You'll wonder where it all went wrong, and you'll realize that the only thing that held you back was the decision to keep waiting, to keep procrastinating, to keep putting things off for another time. But it's not too late. It's never too late as long as you choose to act now. Don't let time steal your dreams. Don't let fear dictate your future. Every moment you waste is a moment you'll never get back. But every moment you choose to act is a step closer to the life you've always wanted. There is no magic solution, no perfect timing. Now is all you have. So, I'll ask you again, what are you waiting for? The only thing standing between you and your dreams is your decision to take action. You've been given the power to change everything. Now it's up to you to use it. The moment to act is now. You don't get a second chance at today. So stop waiting. Stop making excuses. Take control of your life. If you don't act now, the dreams you've been waiting for will slip away, and you'll be left with nothing but regrets. But if you act now, everything can change. What will you do? Will you keep saying tomorrow? Will you keep waiting for the perfect moment that never comes? How many times have you used that excuse? How many times have you told yourself, I'll start when things are better, or I'll try again next week? But let me tell you something. You've been lying to yourself for too long. The truth is, the perfect moment will never come. Fear will never completely disappear. The obstacles you face will never suddenly vanish. The circumstances will never be ideal, and they never will be. The only moment you have to act is right now. Every time you stop, every time you hesitate, every time you allow doubt to take the wheel, you are making a choice. You are choosing to believe that your dreams aren't worth the effort, that your goals are too far out of reach, that your aspirations are not deserving of your time and energy. You are willingly deciding to hold yourself back from the greatness that lies dormant within you. And I need you to ask yourself this. Is that what you really want? Is that the life you want to look back on and see nothing but missed chances and unfulfilled potential? Is this really the life you're willing to settle for? A life of complacency, of excuses, of regret? Let me tell you something. If you keep hesitating, if you keep waiting for the perfect moment that will never come, you are choosing to accept mediocrity. You are choosing to accept a life that is nothing more than a shadow of what it could have been. Imagine waking up years from now, looking at the life you've built, and realizing that you wasted all that time waiting for circumstances to change, waiting for someone to tell you it's time, waiting for some kind of sign that it's finally okay to go after what you want. But that moment will never come, and all you will be left with is regret. Think about it. Are you willing to live with the knowledge that you could have done more? That you had the ability to achieve everything you ever wanted, but you let fear, doubt, and procrastination control you? Are you willing to look back and ask yourself, what if? What if I had taken that risk? What if I had gone after my dreams? What if I had been brave enough to step into the unknown? Is that the life you want to live? Because let me tell you, if you don't take action today, if you don't make that decision right now to change, that's exactly what will happen. You will watch from the sidelines as others take the risks you were too afraid to take. You'll see them step into the unknown with confidence, breaking through barriers, defying the odds, and achieving the success you once dreamed of. The success you once thought was just a distant, unattainable goal. They will achieve what you thought you could never have. And while they're out there living the life you've always wanted, you'll be left behind. You'll be stuck in the same place, watching it all unfold, with nothing but excuses to show for it. Do you think your dreams will wait for you? Do you think your potential will just hang around until you're ready to grab it? It won't. Time moves forward whether you do anything or not. While you sit there doubting, someone else is taking action. While you stay stuck in your comfort zone, someone else is out there pushing their limits, fighting for their future, and turning their dreams into reality. They're not waiting for the perfect time. They're making the perfect time happen. One decision, one step, one action at a time. And then, when the years have passed, when the opportunities are gone, you'll realize that you had the same chance. But you chose to stay in your comfort zone, to keep making excuses, to keep holding on to fear. And when that time comes, it will be too late. The window will be closed, and all that will remain are the what-ifs, the could-have-beens, and the crushing weight of regret. Now is the time. You have to make a choice. You can choose to break free from the chains of doubt and hesitation, or you can choose to stay stuck in the same old pattern, watching life pass you by. Every moment you delay is another moment wasted. Every time you allow yourself to hesitate, you're getting further from the life you deserve. It's time to stop being the spectator in your own life. It's time to step up, to take action, and to move toward your dreams with everything you've got. Because if you don't, no one else will. And when you look back, you'll realize that the only thing standing in your way all along was you. So I ask you again, is this the life you want? Do you want to look back and wonder, what if, for the rest of your life? Or do you want to look back with pride, knowing that you took control, that you made the change, and that you fought for the life you deserve? The time is now. Don't wait. Act. Step into your future. Don't let hesitation define your life. But here's the reality. You decide. You are the one who holds the power to change everything. You can choose to stay where you are, to keep playing it safe, to keep saying tomorrow, to keep letting fear dictate your choices. Or you can choose to stand up, take a deep breath, and fight for what you deserve. The choice is yours. Will you keep blaming yourself for not acting sooner? Will you continue to drown in regret over missed opportunities? Or will you finally take that first step toward changing your life forever? The decision is yours. But know this, it's now or never. If you don't make the decision to change now, you never will. Every excuse you've been telling yourself, every reason you've come up with to delay taking action, will eventually run out. The tomorrows will stop coming. The one days you keep promising yourself will fade into nothingness. And when that day comes, when you finally reach the point where all of those empty promises have caught up to you, the only thing that will remain will be a future full of regret, a future full of what could have been, of missed opportunities, of dreams that never came to fruition. You will look back on your life and realize that you spent your entire existence waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for life to align in the way you thought it should, only to discover that that moment never came. It never will. Time doesn't stop, and opportunities don't wait for anyone. In the end, what will you have? A life full of excuses? A life full of missed chances? No, what you'll have is nothing but the painful realization that you could have been more. You could have achieved more. You could have built the life you've always wanted, but you didn't. And you didn't because you chose to wait. You waited for someone else to do it for you, for a sign, for the perfect time that you've convinced yourself will eventually show up. But in reality, the only thing that's been holding you back all this time is you. Let me make this crystal clear. The only one responsible for your success or failure is you. No one else will step in and do the hard work for you. No one else can walk your journey for you. No one else can fight your battles for you. You are the architect of your own future. The blueprint for your life is in your hands, and you are the one who decides whether it's a blueprint for success or one filled with regret. And if you keep making excuses, if you keep telling yourself, "I'll do it later," or "maybe tomorrow," you are not only wasting time, you are actively sabotaging your own potential. You are telling yourself that your dreams aren't worth it, that your goals don't matter enough to take action right now. You're putting everything off for a day that will never come. The world doesn't owe you success. Success is something you have to go out and earn. It doesn't just fall into your lap. It doesn't wait for you to get comfortable or for the stars to align. You have to wake up, put in the work, face your fears, and earn your success. And the only way to do that is to make a decision to act, a decision to stop waiting. The choice is always yours. You can make a change now, or you can continue to walk away from what you really want and settle for less. You can stay where you are, living a life that isn't fulfilling, or you can step into your power and take control of your destiny. But remember, the clock is ticking, and time waits for no one. It doesn't wait for you to get your act together. It doesn't wait for the right moment. It doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It's moving forward whether you do anything or not. The longer you wait, the more you'll fall behind. And when that moment comes where you finally realize what you've lost, it will be too late to change anything. The opportunity will be gone. The time will be gone. So here you are, right now, in this very moment. You hold the power to change everything. The power to make the decision that will shape the rest of your life. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to continue wasting time? Are you going to keep hiding behind your fears and excuses? Or are you going to take a stand, take action, and use this moment to create the future you deserve? Every decision you make today, every action you take today, will ripple into the future. The steps you take now, even the smallest ones, will determine the person you will become. The choices you make now will define your tomorrow. If you choose to wait, if you keep putting it off, then you are deciding your future for failure. But if you choose to act, if you choose to break through the wall of fear and hesitation, then you are deciding to create a future of success, a future of fulfillment, a future of everything you've ever dreamed of. So ask yourself, are you ready? Are you ready to stop waiting for the perfect moment that will never come? Are you ready to stop lying to yourself about tomorrow? Are you ready to take action today, to take that first step, to make that change that will define everything you become? Because now is the time. The only question left is, will you make the choice to act, or will you look back and regret? The time is now, and it's all up to you. The only one who can change your future is you. What will you do with the time you have?